you can hold it down for our bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's got, do you know, it's not cold,
No,
but
cold.
it's nose is running cold. Wish the girl. I've done it again. Boom.
Just leave it now.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, we're live now. I couldn't message you. Good evening, Henrik, Scotty, Jolie, Kelly from Scotland. How's it up there, my lovely? Is it colder than cold? Good evening, Cass, Chaz.
Cass.
I said Cass and Chaz.
Not mine, yours.
Yours.
Oh, yeah, put it on
Henrik, how's the weather in Germany? Good evening, Sandy.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry about this.
What are you doing? Ah, turning your volume off. Yes. Good evening, Kelly. It's freezing up there. I bet it is. John, your cable.
I know.
It's my birthday. Happy 30th birthday, Jolie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jolie. Happy birthday to you. Good evening, Helen, H, Chris, Christopher, Gemma. Hello, hello. I couldn't answer your message because I was trying to mess about setting this up. So the best mod has arrived.
Where's Chris here?
Where are you from tonight? Well, we're in UK, Chaz. If you're new to the channel, and welcome to the ETA family. Evening, Sarah. Hope you're well, my lovely lady. I don't think I've missed anybody. Do you?
Probably.
I had my 34th birthday last Saturday. Happy belated birthday, Henrik. So, where are we tonight? Oh, just having bubblegum cocktail. Oh, don't. I could just have a cocktail. Evening, Claire. Linda, hello, my lovely.
I'll never get back up again now.
No, he's down on his knees. Good evening, Louise. How are you?
I'm too old for this.
We did get told earlier that if you do put your sharing, sometimes you can get kicked off. So instead of putting we're sharing, just put shared the love, or showing some love might be better than the actual wording.
Oh, so what, on Facebook?
Yeah, apparently when they put the word shared, it can get them booted.
Oh.
Yeah,
don't want that.
and we don't want that. No. So yeah. So right, John's about to start with the history, my lovelies.
Well, not actually. The history I've got is on the church or the chapel, which is just down the road. We are starting here, and we're going down to the church in a bit. But there's no history about this bit.
Not about that. We couldn't find it on the cemetery.
Can't find none. But Wenda has got some on the village itself. So I'm going to do a bit on the chapel, and then Wenda, when she actually comes back, because she's buggered off, she's going to
tell you about the village.
So, there has probably been a chapel in this area since before the Norman conquest in 1066. The church was built in the Norman style in 1106. It had a tower, nave and small chancel. The parish registers record the burial of 2 soldiers following the Battle of Wakefield in 1460. In the late 1780s, John Carr, son of a local stonemason and former Lord Mayor of York, offered to build a new church at his own expense. It cost £8,000, which is equivalent to £940,000 as of 2018, plus a further £2,000 for the bells and organ, equivalent to around £230,000 as of 2018. The foundation for the new church was laid in 1790 and it was opened in 1794. The vestry was built in 1884. The rotunda and spire were rebuilt in 1899, where more bells were added. A south chapel commemorating the First World War was added in 1920. And that's the history.
That's the history. But we do know that there was a war here in
Battle of Wakefield.
1840.
Yes, the Battle of Wakefield, and apparently there's graves here.
The 2 soldiers.
2 soldiers. Wow, wow. Good evening to everybody I've missed coming in. Good evening, Kelly. Go on, I'm
just going to
I'm going to let John get up and then he can stand next to you. or turn camera onto you. So now some more history, my lovelies.
Wait a minute, give me a minute.
Do you have to put the camera on then?
Yeah.
I can do it like that. We'll do it that way
Yeah,
then.
we'll do it that way, that's better. So the town that we're in, the little village, also has a history of a Boggart, which is a spirit of some description, which some people say it's an evil spirit, some people say it's a spirit that precedes death and things like that. But it was first really encountered in the 1920s, and this creature were like attacking people in this village. And these attacks usually took place in a little yard just off the main road at the bottom called Watson's Yard.
Yeah.
Now, one of the common denominators in these attacks was that everybody was blind drunk at the time. So could it be that, you know, it's a figment of their imagination, they've fallen over, or is it actually a creature that's, you know, hanging around the area? The last sighting, or the last encounter, was in 1996.
Wow.
So it's not what you can call years ago. It is, you know, within our living lifetimes.
Wow.
Some people see it as a spirit, as like a goblin type creature.
Others see it as like
Like
a
a-
house spirit, don't
Yeah,
they, as
house
well?
spirit.
Yeah.
It's also been seen as like a white dog kind of a thing,
Yeah.
and it like hides in bushes and jumps out on you.
Yeah.
So we're not going near no
Oh.
bushes tonight.
Yeah, what I read on it was that a boggart feeds off negative energy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously we don't do negative energy.
Yeah.
We only do good vibes. So you know, we are not going to attract no boggarts tonight,
No.
and nothing's going to get us
No.
in that response. And that's about it for the boggart. It goes back a bit further than the 1920s, because in 1879 they had it as a paddyfoot,
Right.
which is the goblin kind of
Yeah.
thing, and that was into the great shook-like white dog.
Yeah, Padfoot, yeah.
And it was a little lane called Jenkin Lane where a lot of the time this paddyfoot was found and
Wow.
seen, and it was the paddyfoot from the 1870s, 1880s, which was the one that preceded death. So therefore they'd see the creature,
Yeah.
and then the person that had seen it would die.
Wow.
So there you go, guys. So that's a little bit of history on that. I do have 3
I'm walking
pages
around
of
with my eyes
history
shut.
on different things to do with this little
Get
town.
this scarf
Yeah.
off. I've got a new
The other
scarf.
bit of nice bit of information, can we tell them with the little village that we're
Yeah.
in? Yeah. For people who are local, we're actually in Horbury. Now they're saying, if you look back in history books, that the village of Horbury goes back to around about the Doomsday times. But apparently Horbury means filthy.
Right.
How can I say it? Filthy, like altercations.
Yeah.
Where this cemetery is here, just over the road, is a home that they actually built for fallen women. So women that were
Right.
pregnant, out of wedlock, would all go into this home here to have their child,
Yeah.
and then come back into society.
Yeah. So
and-
the children would be adopted then, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so that's at the side here.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
So
If
just
any
make
of
sure.
you guys know where we are, please don't come
Yeah.
down without letting us know, because you will
Sorry, I
not
can't.
find.
I haven't got my glasses on, so I
Yeah.
haven't read any
We
messages.
don't want to.
I won't mess with these three, no.
Yeah, so we don't want to think you're a
Right,
panic.
Miss Garth.
We don't want to think you're a
Boggart.
boggart.
Right, I'll turn you around. As you've already gathered, we are in a cemetery to start with. We're going to have a wander around to the church in a bit.
We will end up back down at the church as well before the end of the night.
Oh, Chris, don't I know Padfoot is a demon dog? He says Padfoot is a demon dog. Oh, don't I know it? I went looking for it on Halloween.
Yeah.
Not Halloween, not Halloween, were it Friday 13th?
So here we are, guys.
Oh yeah,
Just walk Brower Hill.
we're just going to have a
and
walk
then,
a bit further
we'll,
up.
Look at that lovely,
Start doing some
like angel
experiments.
one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't she beautiful? Some nice big monuments for such a little village.
there is.
Yeah. Like I was just saying to people on our feed, is that we've got the River Calder, which isn't far from here.
Yep.
And we've got so many victims that have died in the Calder that's drowned.
Yeah.
that are buried here. There's people that have drowned in the Calder and Hebble Canal. There's people from mill accidents buried here. So it has got quite a lot of history for, you know, different things in the area.
Good evening, Lorraine.
Wow, that's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sad.
You won't believe.
Oh, where
such
is
a small
James? I hope
village
you're all right, my
cemetery
friend.
with such beautiful monuments is here. And it's the first time I've actually been here.
Yeah, it's the first time we've been here.
There's also some graves in here as well for some of the nuns from the convent.
Yeah, I think we've seen them, haven't we?
This here I think goes down into the park.
I don't know, there's some more graves here. Don't know. Where do you want to go?
Massive cemetery, isn't it?
It is. It's huge. No, you're alright. I'll walk round with you.
And then like I said, we've got both perspectives of that.
We could end up anywhere. Good evening, Cole. Gonna get something started in a minute. We're just getting us bearings of where we are.
Wow. I don't know if that's Vicar's house behind us, or whether it's a house on the, just like these are, round us.
I don't know. This is quite a built-up area, but it's still a lovely place.
Well kept.
Some of it is, according to one article I was reading earlier. Some of the older parts of the cemetery aren't as well kept. But then again, this looks quite old. I haven't looked at dates, but 48. So
1918.
what's that one with white cross?
Is that a nun? Or
I don't know.
Switzerland? Is it from Switzerland?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look, Swiss. Wow. International. Well, we'll.
You can speed up if you want to walk a bit back.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not. We're looking for trees either before anybody starts.
Which tree? That tree.
It does seem like there's quite a few trees in here. It is cold. Well, it's cool. I won't say it's cold. Anyway, it's cold. It's not freezing though. It's not as bad as it has been.
Does it go further down?
Is it huge?
We've just seen one grave back there, and it's Switzerland. It's got a Switzerland cross on it.
Yeah.
Or
So
not a
it's usually
cross,
can
it's
you
got
twist
like
the
a red
end
cross and then it says
around
Switzerland
90 degrees?
underneath.
No, you can't.
Do you want to try and flash your balls on steps
Yeah.
before we go down to the bottom? Oh God, we're
Get Renford out as well and put
Yeah.
your balls at Renford.
see if we can get some interaction while we're at this one.
Good evening, Karen. Get my balls out.
Get your balls out, Ellen.
No, not that tree. There you go then, Duck.
The hand's cold. Do you want to try my gloves?
No, it's okay.
Ellen's balls are rolling. Now, the balls you can see, they do actually flash.
And they squeak.
and they squeak. So if we get a squeak or a flash off them, that'd be amazing, because
And they do need some, well,
they do need, yeah.
some flash out of them, unlike the others.
Oh, yay, John's flashy balls. Oh dear.
Yep, everyone's got the
John's
balls
putting
out.
your REM. Oh, you're getting your REM
Yeah.
pod out, Doug?
I thought your point
Yep.
was getting both out.
Yeah,
so
it
put-
is.
I was just saying to Enda, I haven't fetched the maracas or the tambourine that I've got because I am a bit disappointed with them because the lights stay on constant when she switches them on.
Right.
But then again, it might attract the spirit in if there's continuous motion on them.
Yeah.
And then if somebody
Right, guys.
moves them,
Just gonna dim your lights down a bit.
the symbol.
So
You
we
get the
can
tambourine
see.
sound or the maraca sound off them. So
Yeah.
We've got two of the normal small cat balls. We've got two of the bigger balls, the more dog balls of those. They squeak and flash. They get quite a bit of.
Just gonna try and get a bit close. Oh, that's taking you backwards. I'm gonna go a bit closer, just because then we've got a better view of everything. So guys, just switching you around a bit. Right, so we've got REM pod, flashy balls, and
Flash your balls. Spirit box.
spirit box. And can I just say congratulations to our winner of the raffle? Well, not a raffle. The winner of our free gift. It was Tracy Evans, and what she's decided to do is she's raffling off the spirit box and the EVP recorder. So we're going to have a raffle up for that one. Just deciding on how much ticket it's going to be. But she's keeping the pendant. Bless her. So right, let's get started. Evening, Wild Bill.
You ready?
Yep. Calling out to the spirits of the cemetery. If there's anybody here, can you step forward?
Is there any spirit here that wants to communicate with us? Use this device in my hand, or one of them on the steps. Try and move them or approach them.
Can you use your energy to light those balls up? Whatever you guys pop in chat. How many spirits are here with us tonight? Can you try and speak to us through this device in John's hand? I'm Lindsay.
I'm John.
I'm Wendell. I'm Ellen.
We mean you no harm or disrespect.
Can you try and tell us what your story is? Was you a part of the convent?
Did that say we are then?
I don't
No,
know.
I was busy. I was thinking to myself.
You were like somebody who just went, we are.
If you're part of the convent, can you go near one of those devices on the steps? They're all like little trigger objects. They won't hurt you in any way.
My church spirit box.
They're just there just so we can communicate with you. Evening, Joanne,
I'm
Lorraine.
going to put SB11 on. Seems to be a lot of radio coming through on that one.
I find that sometimes with SB7. Just depends which beacons
Yeah.
we actually have it on, isn't it?
There's a red light there. Can you go near to the red light, please?
Gonna see if I can plug
If you do, you can affect it and it'll just change colour.
that code, it's pulling batteries. Here we are in the centre of the cemetery.
Calling out to the spirits of the cemetery.
And then we've just got the SB11
Can you use this device, Evening May? Use this device to come and speak to us, please. Can you tell us when this cemetery first opened?
In the church down the road, which is associated with this burial ground, has been a church there since
Norman Conquest, isn't it?
Norman Conquest, yeah.
I mean, the last church, was basically ripped down in the same spot to build the one that's there now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the church has always been there. So, I mean, so this cemetery that's here could date back to 17. Well, the church itself is 1790s, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the church.
Was you part of the war? Did you fight in the war in Wakefield?
Well, if there's soldiers
Evening,
there,
Claire.
Battle of Wakefield.
That's 1600.
Whatever you guys pop into chat coming through Spirit Box, a few things are coming through, but I can't hear what they're saying. Evening, Lee. Thanks, Chrissy.
How many burials has there been in this cemetery?
I thought I heard 22, but obviously there's not 22 burials.
22,000.
Is there really 22,000?
No, they could be. I was saying they could be.
It's definitely the size of the cemetery.
Thanks, May.
I'm absolutely amazed at how big it is. Especially for such a little village.
You got the energy to come and talk to us. Evening, Karen, my lovely. You got the energy to move one of these devices.
If you can all hear Lindsay. There's no point me trying to talk if Lindsay's talking.
Everybody can hear Lindsay.
Yeah.
Can you push one of those balls off the step? Evening, Tracy.
Evening, H.
It's a good job we're not on YouTube then.
Yeah.
Because
What was the name of the first person buried in this cemetery?
At least we're both on Facebook, so it's 30 seconds behind on both.
Evening, Simon. Can you tell us the name of the first person buried in this cemetery? Evening, Tina, my lovely. Lily. That's all right, Chrissy, my lovely lady. Hope it's all sorted. How many spirits around us? Do you want to try necrophonic?
Yeah.
Only because that's... Try that again in a bit, but...
And I said there didn't seem to be much coming through it, did there?
No, yeah, there were odd things, but it weren't...
Yeah.
Sometimes with
Went
Spirit
clear.
Box, like I say, you can either get a lot of radio or you get nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Yeah. And if you
On
think about
Facebook,
it, I mean,
on both
it's
streams,
no
2
paranormal
mobiles.
Tinty have been here before
No,
and not communicated with anybody.
they're not going to know, are they?
They're not going to know that they can come and communicate with us. They're going to wonder, what are we doing here?
Shame it in. Kelly, why is it affected? Do you know why it's affecting typing on laptops?
It really does.
What's
feel it,
difference
Jen, what
between
we've seen.
YouTube and Facebook for typing, my lovely?
Yeah. It's a beautiful old cemetery. It
It is.
really is. I mean, I was reading bits where...
Ray, let me back in. I think it's kicking everybody out. If it's kicking everybody out, can you let us know in comments?
Reading, where people are, slating Wakey Council saying, how much overgrown it is, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look it, does it?
No.
It's going to tidy up.
Evening,
Obviously, I was
Scots.
reading, and older bit apparently, some older bits that are really overgrown.
Yeah.
Um,
Hang on, got echo.
You got what? Echo.
H says he's got echo.
Yeah, as he's watching on 2 streams.
it's greedy.
Yeah, he's got dulcet tones of both of us.
Love Dead Wave. We're putting necrophonic on first, Chrissy, my lovely. But yeah, let us know if there's any problems, because if there is, we'll switch. We'll go across onto YouTube if there's a problem with signal or in chat. So we're just setting up the necrophonic, my loves. Good evening, Deb. It's good there. That's okay. That's good. Evening, Rebecca. Yes, I can see you, my lovely lady. No problems. That's all right then. That's good.
H is watching on 2 mobiles. He don't want to miss out. Typical man, innit? Never wants to miss a thing, does he?
Oh, that's good. At least you got notifications, Tracy.
Well, just while they're sending me messages and that, I'll just have a quick walk over here.
Evening, Paul. That's good. Doing great over here. That's good, Wild Bill. Right, are you ready?
So,
Is YouTube same name, love? Yeah, it is, Debs. Yeah, yeah. Good evening. Good evening, spirits. I'm Lindsay.
I'm John. I'm Ellen. And that's Wenda.
And Wenda's walking away. Can you tell us how many spirits are around us tonight? Remove Thurfer and Moors. Thurifer. Oh, remove Thurifer and Moors. Evening, Danny. Do one of the spirits that are in with us, can you trigger one of those devices off on the steps? No worries, Natasha, my love.
Hold that a minute. You can. I'll just go and show it.
John's going to show you how to interact with the devices. They do. Just going to turn you down a bit, guys, so you can see it flash if it flashes. Can you see what John's doing to them devices? Can you trigger one of those off for us, please?
One of yours go off, I'm running because it's got to basically throw it in air.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, pop what you hear from Necrophonic in chat because it's not as clear to us as it is to you guys. Can you tell us the name of the spirits that are wanting to communicate with us? Can you say your first names?
Could you say one of our names? Aye.
Paul, is there a Paul here with us? Is there an Elliot here with us?
Hi, Deborah.
They are, Chrissy, they are.
I've got battery pack on mine, H.
I'm calling out to Paul. Paul, do you feel ashamed for something? John, yeah.
I thought that said John as well.
Is there an Andy with us?
You talking to me or is your name John?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Spirit.
Can you see that, guys? We've got interaction. Was that you, Paul, that's just lit up that ball? If your name's Paul, can you do that again for us, please? Well, what other name that I just said?
Elliot.
No, Andy.
And John, yeah.
If that's Andy, can you do that for me, please? Can you light that ball back up if it's Andy?
Want to say some names? When we say your name, can you light that ball up again? Is it Andy? Elliot? John?
Do you hear something over there then?
I did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A knot or a bang.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sugar. Evening, Eleanor, my lovely.
Could you light one up? Come from there then.
I was just thinking, could it cover like South Fosset?
I'm getting a few knocks around us
Works to us.
in my pocket. Other side, I think. Oh, nights, here, love.
No problem, H, lovely. We'll see you next time.
Could you light one of those other devices up? Can your light dim?
Mine, yeah?
Yeah, just dim it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it. It's only a bit. It's only
Is that
so,
better?
yeah. You're still on though. Can yours see?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can all see everything on here.
Calling out to Paul or Margaret.
Love and light to you too, H.
Margaret, are you here? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Margaret. Could you affect one of those other devices for us, please? Could you?
The red light on the bottom, could you just go towards that? And try and make some more lights light up on that device. It'll not hurt you.
Hi, Meldo. Margaret, if that were you, we thank you so much for using your energy to come forward and speak to us. Are you buried in this cemetery, Margaret? If you can't answer through this device, you can use the balls as a yes and no.
Can you show us which one you'd light up for yes?
Does it use a lot of energy? Evening, Jen.
Use some of my energy if you need it.
When you're lighting these devices up and interacting, does it use a lot of your energy? You want me to dim my light? That better? I'd like to thank you for communicating.
Something else then, John?
I think it was in a garden though.
Yeah.
I forgot what other name come with Margaret. Can whoever typed it, can you put me what other name come out with Margaret,
So it
please?
reminded me, if you know when, I don't know if you have, we have a brown bin.
Pain
in
again.
Sheffield, where you put
Yeah.
your bottles
Who's the
and-
gentleman
Yeah,
in
sound like you're
pain?
chucking something in one of them.
In the bin.
In the glass bin or
Yeah.
whatever.
Which, like I say, because there's houses running up other side of the cemetery, quite easy could have been that, couldn't it?
Can you tell me the name of the gentleman or the lady that's in pain? Are you in pain from fighting in a war?
George did that say.
Is George here?
George, are you here for Mary, for Margaret?
Did it say ball?
Hi,
then?
Lord Charles.
Did you hear it say ball?
So I thought it said something like that.
And I thought I just heard it say swing as well.
I was just about to say there's always a Mary.
Yeah, there's always a Mary.
George, if
And
that's
everybody's
you,
always got an anti-Mary, haven't they?
George, if that's you, are you in pain? Are you in pain, George? No. That's a no.
I thought, yeah.
Margaret, are you here for George? I heard George then.
I heard George then.
George, did you fight in the war? I don't think George likes me. No.
George, were you a ladies' man?
Who said that? Yeah, I just want to get my gloves.
Did you like the ladies, George?
Do you prefer talking to the ladies rather than me?
I mean, if there's a lot of like Victorian gentlemen here, I mean, in those days, men didn't talk to women, did they? Women were a lesser species.
Maybe
So
talking
therefore-
of pain, they may have caused. Did you cause any pain? George, did you cause somebody pain? You think it's Margaret in pain with a baby? Margaret, was you in pain with a baby? Did you lose a baby, Margaret? Not losing, but was your baby adopted? Are you one of the ladies? If you are, can you interact with those devices, please? If you're one of the ladies that had to lose their baby? Did you have to give your child up for adoption? Evening, Nicola. Evening, Danny. George don't like anyone. George, don't you like anybody? I think we need to go for a walk, guys, because I think it's getting a bit chilly stud, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Let me
Pickers
get my
balls
balls.
back up, and I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go for a walk because while you stood, it's cold passel in it. Yeah. My goodness, they're freezing. My fingers are though. Desperate, did you hear, Rebecca? I think we'll leave the necrophonic on. I put it on because when I'm resting thing. It's froze again. Chris keeps saying it's freezing. Hang on, you've got my gloves.
Is anybody else having the same problem with it freezing? Are you going to follow us down here? That looks like a newish bit with flowers and that.
You think that's newish?
Soon, yeah, I think it is.
So do we not go down that
I
road?
think we can do because some of them are quite old. If
Yeah.
you look.
Just have to make sure you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
put new ones on.
Yeah. So the convent would open.
Good evening, Gwen. I hope you're well. Not froze here. Fine. Fine your end, H. It's you. Have a look what date it's on 1 week tree. 30.
1960 something on that one.
1932 it says at top.
Top. Yeah, but there might be two people in there.
So we're just having a walk round, guys.
It's got a mixture around it.
Yeah, it's got a mixture of old and new, so we're going to have to be careful.
It is a newer section, guys. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to.
Margaret, if we come back near, if we come near where you are,
A mix
can
of
you
old and new down here.
say your
So
name?
we're not going to show any of the actual days because we don't want to see new ones or where people have got families living in the area.
You tell me your name, please?
So like I said, we'll go back to the convent.
George still here? Oh, Margaret, were it? Lindsay? Right, Margaret.
Margaret, George, John. I don't know whether we were saying your name. That's me.
We'll go across here then.
You know these first time offenders?
Yeah.
Make them come out to graves.
Yeah. Make them clean them up, yeah.
Winifred, are you here, Winifred?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's newer one, isn't it?
Around this cemetery.
What we'll do is we'll try and find an old one. Now we're going back up.
Yeah.
And see if we can. Like we did, Mary and when we were at that other cemetery.
Yeah.
See if we can interact with them. It's too soon. 1953 though.
Why are they encased in stone?
We're listening, spirits. It says hobble and divided. Hobble and divided.
Hobble and divided.
Were you one of the soldiers? Were you one of the soldiers that got divided?
Can you tell me your name?
Who played the game?
Cricketer.
Play cricket?
Is there a gentleman that used to play cricket? I'm not going to show you because it's the back of the grave. But there you've got, he played the game.
It's like cricket stumps, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just without the bail on
Yeah,
top.
without the ball on top. Yeah, that's different, isn't it?
Had messenger come through and sad.
Messenger and sad.
Yeah. Have you got a message? Have you got a sad message that you want to say?
Or did a messenger come with sad news?
Disc.
thought that said pizza.
I'll tell you something though, if you say some of these graves are old.
Daniel, Michael and Peter.
Fresh, no, I'm just going to say some of these graves are old, but they have got fresh flowers on, and
Yeah.
it said fresh, as
Yeah.
I was thinking it.
Yeah. You talking about the flowers that have been laid on the graves, saying they're fresh? Arthur. Is it Arthur here?
Use this device in front of me. Can you tell me your name?
Oh, bless you, Sander.
You just said fresh. Can you tell me your name?
Yeah. There's a car up there, and it said car. We thought.
Do we go back round to that other one?
Why are the graves encased in stone? Don't know. I presume it's just design of some of them.
Do we go back round to that other grave that we saw with cross on?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
Let's go round to that other grave we saw with cross on.
You heard your name, Kelly?
See if we can get some of that.
I think, Deb, it's just design of some of them. I mean, not all of them are. Some of them are obviously different.
Way back slowly back up to convent, can't we?
Of course we can.
Did you just say the name Kelly? Is your name Kelly?
I knew
Peter?
I heard
Oh, you're.
Peter
I mean, I thought you said Peter. See, that just shows though that how different people can hear different things.
Drift. Drift and wire.
Drift and wires coming out of the ovulus.
Can you tell us how many spirits are here with us?
Dave will pass away soon. Not sure why I felt this.
I'm calling out to the spirits. Can you tell me how
All
many
right.
around us wanting to communicate?
Right, I'm with you now, Kelly. Hey, Tommy.
Who wants to communicate with us?
Obviously let you know what the name of the church is later. But we are quite local to where we are.
Is there an afterlife?
Evening, Charles.
But it's a graveyard I've never been to before.
History.
And I've never actually seen anybody actually.
History.
Continued. I says, is there an afterlife? And it come through with history and continued on Ovulus. So after we cross over, is our history continued? So do we live on? Is that what you're saying?
Well, a cemetery is a cemetery is usually
We're here to continue your history.
run by the local authority.
We're here to give you a name.
Here to give you a voice.
That's it, a voice, not a name. Beside and
Beside and
people.
beside and people.
Are you beside us? Are you wanting to communicate with us so we can hear the history behind yourself?
There's also nuns buried in here, or sisters should call them, the convent at the top of the Fallen Lake.
I think this is the older bit where it's not as well kept.
Yeah.
How many people are here?
They're in a bit of a bad way. But yeah, I'll have a look at that website when I get home, Felix.
Can you tell us how many of us there are?
I mean,
You're referring to us?
villages, aren't they?
How many of us are there walking round?
And unholy.
Steamy and unholy.
There's nothing unholy here.
Nothing steamy here.
We're on sacred
Only thing
ground.
that's steamy here is our breath.
Yeah, that's true.
We're on holy ground. We're on sacred ground.
Don't see, I heard, or seek. Don't seek or don't see.
Present.
You don't see? What don't you see? Don't you see us?
About 3 or 4 sections to the
Well, we don't see you. 7. What's the relevance for 7?
7 strong.
Oh God, our unfortunate
Government, strong government and well.
Strong government and well has come out of the ovulus.
Is you part of the government? Is that to do with the war?
Is it a gentleman? Charles? Charles, are you here?
Somebody medical somewhere.
No, it's
Oh, it says Switzerland.
Swiss Scotch, yeah. Just let you get closer, guys. And just see this one.
What do you call him, Charles?
Yeah, Charles A.
Charles, we're here to say hello.
Had Hagenbach.
Were he a veteran?
Evening, Gail.
Could he have been a veteran, a war veteran?
Isn't Hagenbach's the baker?
Yeah.
No, so he could have been a baker.
Yeah, Hagenbach's one.
Charles?
Family. Big concern, it's still going today,
It's
isn't it?
where it used to be where Warburton's ended up being, which is now.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Hagenbach
Put your flashes down.
was
Hagenbach's is still going.
a big bakery name.
Where it was in Wakefield. That would have Presbyterian very up round.
Evening, Mohammed. Hiya, Gail. The old graves are amazing to read. They really are. They really, really are. No worries, Gail, my lovely.
Oh, right down where Lions is.
I mean, there's like a John, I'm attached. There's a monument there. Carlo. See that monument? Yeah, I do, Gail. I think it's amazing to come round and look at old graves. I'd like to come round and do it in daytime though, because then you can see graves better. So I think what we might do at some point this week, or at weekend, might do it Friday. Instead of going out Friday night, I might come out in daytime. And yeah, go out in daytime and have a look. Yeah, yeah. They are amazing, Gemma. I've got so much respect for them. Right, I'm just going to dim my lights, guys, because we have got the objects down. Philip, no need for that, my lovely. Can we have that deleted? We've just put a load of rubbish.
What do you mean? What do you put?
All different words.
You might want a year coming out.
Unless it is what year coming out, and then I apologise. But please be respectful, Philip. Calling out. What? Where isn't it? Oh, drop speaker.
Charles.
Calling out to Charles. Are you here, Charles? Can you communicate?
Not sure about the name, Brian. With Warren on. I'm sure I've seen Warren. Harrop at the side. I'm sure I've seen
No, that's Harrop.
Harrop at the side. I'm sure I've seen a Warren a bit further down there.
A lot of work has gone into them.
There's some beautiful monuments here.
Charles, was your family related to the Bakers? If there was, could you come and help us? Could you come oh, bloody hell.
Do you know you were not?
Hey, someone's knocked it off, not me.
Shut up.
Charles, if you're here...
Nah.
It's taking Mickey out with this spirit box. Charles, if you're here, can you step forward? Can you tell us what you used to make in your bakery? What was it famous for?
Do you know, every other night we've been out and obviously Levin's always
Levin's
come out,
always come
which is to
out.
do with bread making, and we think this might be a baking, so at night Levin don't come out on Ovulus.
Yeah.
And obviously the baker's dozen, which is 13, isn't it?
Yeah.
He always made the extra.
Do you prefer your name Charles or Charlie? Can you speak? if you can't speak English or you're struggling to understand, could you light one of those devices up for me? I know that's hard, isn't it, if they can't understand me, but could one of the other spirits communicate and tell him to light those devices up for me? Cheers, Claire. Is there any spirits here that wish to communicate?
Got the name Geraldine. Do we have a Geraldine here with us? If we have a Geraldine, could you like the one of the
You know what I think might be a problem?
Go on.
Is the fact that, like Wendy said, we don't think anybody's ever been, so we might not know what
Yeah.
we're doing and what to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know why we're here? We're here to communicate with you. I know you might not get a lot of visitors and people might not come any longer to put flowers onto your graves. But we're here to say hello, so you know you're not forgotten.
Can you say hello? Can you say hello to us? I don't know what Swiss for hello is.
Anybody know what Swiss for hello is?
Well, I speak German.
Would you like us to leave you in peace?
I know a lot of countries.
We're a neutral one too.
Neutral Switzerland.
Spirits here that like to communicate with us?
Yeah.
Will the nuns communicate with us if we make us way further up towards the nuns, towards the convent? Kelly heard a girl laugh.
Don't want no nuns turning up.
Not them nuns.
Not them kind
Come
of
on
nuns
then.
anyway. We want proper nuns, don't we?
We're going to leave you in peace. We will come again to communicate and pay respects.
Oh, I can't yet. I've got to get the balls.
Is there 2 soldiers here? We know that 2 soldiers were buried here.
There's also quite a few Commonwealth war graves here as well.
Thanks, Claire Bear. Further Dutch. Cheers, Gemma.
There is houses just at the other side of the graveyard at that side.
Thank you,
I thought I
Charles.
was going to run you over then.
No,
I'm
I
thinking,
have
bloody
moved
hell.
enough.
Thank you, Charles. We'll leave you in peace.
Just dropped.
What you just dropped?
I've dropped it there. Torch.
Just hold that a minute then. Why has it gone quiet? Oh, I pressed stop, that's why.
Crash and maximum.
Yeah, nearly crashed then.
I did nearly crash.
Busby?
Spirits, can you see us? Calling out to the spirits. Do we have a John William Chapel with us? Or a Sarah Ann Chapel? John.
Cheers, Scotty.
He's just said John again.
You say my name? Or is your name John?
There is a John Taylor there.
Yeah, our recent 1902. Is that John Taylor?
That's a yes then. John Taylor, have you got a message? So?
Cheers, guys.
Just ask him not to make Sharp.
You're not. You're not. Did you say yes? So John Taylor we're speaking to? You're still taking photographs?
Yeah, I'm just going to take 3 on section, because then
Anything comes on.
John Taylor? Can you tell me the name of your wife?
not just air colour, but the amount as well.
Yeah.
No problem, Kelly.
Still baby air.
John, can you tell me the name of your wife?
I think she's only got 2-3 Scarlet.
Yeah.
Top section and the lower section, if you know.
Careful.
You alright? You alright? Want a drink? I've got a cold drink.
Jesus.
Samuel Woodcock.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Look at chemical.
Are you still here, John?
Look, can you smell burning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonfire somewhere.
John, are you still here?
Taking up stack. She needs trimming.
Old comrade from Aubrey Band. You see his name?
John.
Pinder.
John Pinder.
John Pinder, are you here with us? Did you used to play in a band?
I sometimes find that if you get like a tickle or you've swallowed something,
Yeah.
it helps.
What instrument did you play? Can you tell us the instrument you played in the band?
Oh, comrade band with
This.
I bet that's...
Remember that big mill we did at Aubrey? That flooded and stopped us in shite? Yeah.
Does anybody else come here to try and communicate with you?
Kids.
Kids?
Oh,
What do the kids do?
Alright.
When they come here, what do they do?
That say Aubrey then?
I don't know. I didn't
I
hear it.
thought that said Aubrey.
Is that in Aubrey? Here lies the body of David Turton.
Music with a strong musical talent.
Wow. Evening, Tina.
Eggs and L come through.
Exon.
L.
L. The letter L. Not L. Could you tell us the name of this cemetery? It's a shame about some of the graves. That one there's fallen over. Just behind that one. You guys can see it. Cross has fallen over. No worries, Mohammed. Aubrey again. I thought that's an Aubrey.
Can't get to that big monument.
I don't know. I don't know, he's got that big one near it cross. No.
So just go and have a look.
Yeah. It is. You know, it's so sad when they left. I mean, to be fair, this cemetery's in better nick than some of them we've been in, but still. I'm just going to stop this a minute. I'll just get down here. I want to come and show you this one. You stop in there.
Can you tell me who's on that cross?
I've turned it off.
Can you tell me who's on that cross? What's the name of the person on that cross?
Pardon? Don't know.
It could be because these are all crosses. These could be nuns.
No, they're normally plain.
No, you guessed. Henry Robert Manders was a priest.
Yeah.
Henry, is Henry Robert Manders here?
We'll just come down to look at that one.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
And we'll see what it says on it. Pray you remember the Lord, John Sharp, priest. This is for the priest. That's for a priest, John. Light.
What?
You a baker? Could be relevant. I know. Do you know where the nuns' graves are? The sisters' graves? Do you know whereabouts in this cemetery they are? Can you tell us? John Sharp? The priest? He must have been well thought of. Don't know. I'll leave you at camera. I'm going to have a look. Let's leave you that.
Yeah.
Pass me to where am I going?
That big one there. I'm calling out to the spirit of the nuns. That building there, that used to be your convent. Is this where the young pregnant moms would come? Is this where the young pregnant moms would come? Because the families felt that they were a disgrace for getting pregnant out of wedlock. Were you one of the ladies that had to give your baby up? In this day and age now, times have changed. We have a lot of single parents.
That grave
Yeah,
is for a Frank Godley
yeah,
who died in 1922,
yeah.
and I presume he was local to here, but he died in Springfield, Illinois, USA.
Wow. Yeah, I'll let you tell him. I
sure.
heard singing too, but can't connect fully tonight. And I know, I feel her holding back the tears. She knows her baby is cold and can't help or protect, and all she can do is hold rock and sing and to comfort. Oh, bless. Evening, Carol, my lovely. If only the graves could speak. I know. Right, I'm going to pass you back up to John.
I don't know what you've done here.
Nothing.
Hold on, put your torch in my pocket.
I mean, you could actually try, you know, in that chapel bit there,
Yeah.
you could try and do vortex.
Only thing is with street light bang opposite it. Hold on, you're going with speaker.
Oh, sorry.
We are going to be leaving here in a bit. Yeah, that over there, you can see, is the old convent. I think the nuns' graves are actually down there. I'm going to turn this off for 2 minutes. Gaze.
You just sent me a flash of balls upon there because obviously it's a school now where convent is, so we'll try and communicate with them here from convent.
And while you're doing
Rebecca, did you hear a Stan?
that, I'm going to stand up over and see if I can see where them graves were.
Yeah.
Wait, while you're... Don't split box or anything, or set them up or...
No, you're right. That's my vape, guys. You can put REM pod up if you want, love. Evening, Carol, my lovely. Evening, Karen. So John's just setting me a few gadgets up while he just goes and has a wander. I'm calling out to the spirits of the ladies or to the children. Can you step forward for me? There's some devices on the floor that if you just go near them, some will flash and some will beep, but I promise nothing will hurt you. Could you please just show us that you're here? If there's any spirits here that just wish to communicate, could you step forward for me? Were you one of the nuns that run the convent? Did you feel sorry for the ladies? Are you happy that the convent has now turned into a school? I know, Carol, it's freezing tonight. Have you found them?
Yeah.
Where are they? Can't get to
There's a
him.
6-foot wall.
Right.
You can just see over like that. And I can just see over to the side.
Well, do you want to take camera? Or is it awkward to show?
Well, I mean, there's only some little gravestones, that's it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, look, Aubrey Cemetery opened in 1897.
1897 it were opened.
1897 it opened, guys.
All here.
Well,
Them graves are down there.
Down where?
I'll show you. In a minute.
I think what we're going to do in a minute, let me turn light, oh, that wrong light, no, that's the right light, it's not bright enough, now I'm going to blind myself. I think what we're going to do is, in a moment, we're going to go back down to the church down at the bottom. Hopefully they've finished doing what they was doing in there, and yes,
I think we will have done it. It'll be about 9 o'clock by the time we get
yeah,
back
it
down
will be about time we've walked back down. God, that light's just turned bright on me. Blinded myself. So, do you know, I hate this light. Because you turn it down and then it goes really bright. But yeah, it's actually quite a lovely cemetery here. It's, yeah, but I think it's right what Ellen said earlier. I think what they should do with all these, oh, thanks Amber, my lovely. I think what they should do now is with all these young offenders,
Especially
and
first-time
yeah,
ones.
first-time offenders, I think what they should be doing is making them come into these kind of cemeteries and cleaning them up, and making them respectful like they used to be. I think that's what they should be doing with them, because
With all of them, yeah.
yeah,
No matter what town or city.
exactly. Good evening, Cliff. Oh. But yeah, so I'll turn you back round and see if we can get any interaction on these flashy balls. And yeah, that's that. Thank you, Tina. First time mentioned here, I was not expecting tonight to be about babies that were taken from their mothers. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a convent that we're near, now a school, but back in whenever time it was, yeah, show a sign of respect, exactly. But yeah, back in those days when women got pregnant out of wedlock, unfortunately it wasn't good, so they had to, thank Scotty, they had to come into places like this building at the side of me, and unfortunately they gave birth and then they were allowed back into society.
I think that's buildings like that right up till about
yeah,
70s, 75.
about 70, 75, but it was still going off in early 70s, late 70s.
I would have said so, yeah.
So yeah, it's surprising now where things just change. I think some community service prisoners do this though, Lindsay, but not enough. Yeah, definitely not enough, Rebecca. Right, my lovelies, I'll turn you back round so you're not looking at my mug.
Anything happened?
No. Iron said shit when talking out of wedlock. You actually heard that, Amber? Through the mic, through where we are or where you are? Do you want to have a slow walk back down to
So
church?
we camped at church,
Yeah?
Yeah, I've just had left feed over at wall to see the graves.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
I took him down while
Yeah. Hot grave nicely.
Turned you back round.
Lined up. Just a pity that we can't get in through the...
Turned you back round a minute now, because John's going to take you and he's going to try and show you where the nuns' graves are, and see if
can't get into
you
it.
can't get into it, but you can watch it because they're on you, Duck.
They're on me now.
No, they're looking at other side now.
Boo!
Few trolls onto me.
Love your hair, Lindsay.
Thank you.
She's got an hat on. Yeah, take that a minute then. I'm just going to go and show you guys. Oh, can we get through that way?
When they was a bit worried about CCTV, but they can see we're not doing no wrong.
Yeah.
We're just having a look.
Oh, there's a bench here.
This is the old... Oh. Duh, you're on me. This is the old convent area. And these are the nuns' graves we're going to have a look at. Here you go, guys. There are all the nuns' graves. Rows of them. No, it's been a pretty quiet night so far, Angie. Wow. Yep. Yeah. So this is the old convent, and probably looks like an old. That looks like an old church building, doesn't it? As in the chapel.
Stone Park's more probably convent. That's obviously a new building.
Yeah.
If it's a school, it might be what they used to.
Hall like.
What's this monument?
That.
School.
So yeah. So this is part of the old convent, which was for, what do they call it? For fallen women, were it?
Yeah.
For fallen women. So, wow. An old convent. What do you want to do then now?
Well, you can either keep them on.
Oh, we're going to keep them on.
Yeah.
What, are we doing anything in here on bench?
We
Or?
could do on bench. Could go and set a few things up on bench.
I'm going to go up to this bench. Sophie and Annie? Is that what... Kelly, is that what you're sensing? Boys had Boursalons, girls had convents. Yes. So we've got this bench here. I'm going to put the REM pod up and the fleshy balls. So. What? 11 set and several. Let's see if it says on here. 1883. You see that, guys? 1883. We don't use the voice box app. It's not one we get on with. Is there any spirit here? From the old convent? The old home for the fallen women? Did you try to affect one of those devices on the bench? Just move one of the balls?
Is you a reverend here? Please come and communicate. Was you one of the that looked after the ladies that come in while they were pregnant?
One of the sisters?
Did you?
I'm trying to get the spirit box out. Be careful, so I don't know if there's that light on there. I don't know if there's anybody.
Yeah, do you know, I love church bells. Evening, Chad. I actually love church bells ringing. Good evening, spirits. My name's Lindsay.
I'm John.
We're just here to communicate with you.
You mean no homo disrespect? Should we try and talk to us through this device in my hand?
Was this a convent? Was this a place for unwed women?
Any of the sisters here used to live and work at this convent? Not work, is it? What would it do?
Said something then, but I don't know what it said.
Not serve, what would it do?
How many sisters are here? Are we allowed to be here?
Do you mind men being here on this ground?
Night H. Is there Sister Margaret here?
Try that other one again. Nope, you drop that one then. I'll drop SB11. That won't be good.
Sorry. It reminds me of the programme called The Midwife, with the convent and the women having babies out of wedlock. It does, Joanne. It does.
I don't know where she's gone.
Is she not round that side?
I went right down, I couldn't see her.
Boggart's got her.
How many spirits are here with us? Evening, Andy. If we've got anybody watching both streams, can you just let Wendy know that we're looking for her? Calling out to Sister Mary. Sister Margaret, sorry. Sister Margaret.
See a light coming back up now.
Yeah.
Can you affect any of those devices on the bench?
We know you have the energy, you've done it before. What is that black shadow moving from you guys to under the bench and back? I'm not sure. Oh, it's John's shadow.
Look at my shadow when I move there.
It's John's shadow. Oops. When did this convent close? Can you really? Hang on a minute, guys. Do you want to turn that off a sec? Do you want to have a walk round just to show them building?
The building is absolutely
Want to leave them out, or
Yeah, leave balls out.
shall I just follow that path round?
Just follow that path down there.
Right, I'm going to take you
Inside the building over there and just follow it all the way.
take you around and show you this building. Because apparently it's my shadow. It is. My shadow's down there as well. Look. So I'm just going to show you this building because Wendy says it is absolutely stunning. There's the graves of the sisters. Wow. Here you go, guys. I don't know if Lindsay's turned that light down. Yes, she has. It is absolutely stunning. The nun is patrolling. If there is any spirits here now. Can you make a noise, make a sound, make it known, make your presence known? Beautiful building. Can you show yourself? Stand in front of me and show yourself. Sister Mary Elizabeth. The other end of where the other end of all the sisters' graves. Ooh, there's a cat. See the cat? Purdy cat. Purdy cat. Toro, purdy cat. It's a beautiful building. Huge. Yeah, Joanne, that'd be great, wouldn't it? You know, to be able to go back and just observe for a week. To be fair, I don't think I'd like to go back into like 18, 17, 1600s and go and live there. I don't think I could stand it. It is too hard for me. I'd be what we call a snowflake now. I'll be a snowflake to them. I went all the way at bottom bit. I didn't go around the other side. Hi, Des. So we've seen an owl cat. Lindsay,
Yeah?
we've seen an owl cat.
An owl cat? What's an owl cat?
It's a cat, but when I said it was an owl in a tree and it turned out to be a cat.
He went into some woods. He went in some woods, and when he went into woods, there were these eyes glaring at him.
I thought it was an owl.
And he thought it were an owl, and it were a cat up a tree.
So every time I see a cat,
Oh,
now
it's
it's
so
owl
funny.
cat.
The owl cat.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Yeah.
The oak is a 5mm I use for them.
There's snow on the ground, it's dark, and the nun is out looking for her. Is that somebody that you're sensing? It's funny how you just mentioned that, because when John took you off, that's exactly what we were talking about. I wonder whether, because there's some gates here, that the nuns actually closed them gates off and stopped people from coming in. But very quickly, I want to show you. I don't know if you can see it properly. Can you see what's round my neck? And then it's like there's a front part and a back part. Ellen has very, very lovingly made me, it's not a snood, it's like a neck scarf. It's like a polo neck scarf. It's a snarf. We're going to call it a snarf.
Snood and
Can
a
you
scarf.
let you shine your light so they can see? There you go. You can see it now. Lights on me. Look. No, I need your light. But yes, so you can see it. Look, and then it's got that's right on the back. At the minute I've got it up because it's cold, so I'm keeping my ears warm. But yeah, how nice is that? And John's got a scarf as well. And Wenda. We've all got him. Right, I think what we're going to do, guys, I think John's going to keep you on camera. He'll have it on him. We can't use any devices while we're going down. And EVPs, I don't think we could do EVP round here. I think it's too noisy for EVPs. So we're going to head back down to the church. Yeah, show you this church. It's a very weird steeple on this church. Very weird. So it is Bonn. It's very cool. I love it. I'm wearing it everywhere I go now.
What, even to bed?
Even to bed. Never taking it off. Right, I'll pass you back up.
Oh yes.
Probably about 10 years after this did.
Oop.
And then you've got the church, which was already established.
I'm going to try and turn that down a little bit. So yeah, ooh, Lindsay's wrecking place already. So yeah, we're going to go have a wander down now, back to the church. It is about a few minutes down the road. Yeah, that's my scarf, look. Oh. Sarah, it is where woman, baby's out of wedlock. It was run by nuns. Yep, it was. So what do you guys think to this so far? The graveyard and the convent, the old convent. It's now a school.
So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you soon.
I don't know if it's a Catholic school or not. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Nun called the dragon and the daughter of Satan, her being bride of God.
To the point that we know what it is.
Sorry, what it is now? It's a school now. It was a convent. It's now a school. There's a sign for it. School. Cool scarf. Yeah, so that's gone wonky again. So yeah, we're gonna have a wander back down to the church, and then we'll get some other stuff started. But there's not a lot of
Then they told me he might be.
ground around the church. It isn't a built-up area. Lindsay's just stopped and so we'll see what we can do down there. Says above it the old chapel.
The old chapel.
Well, not so much little.
Your house is haunted, and you?
Like disused that have like been down that corner and like become yards and
I can't get my hat straight.
It's untrue.
Sure that Boggart keeps moving it.
It's amazing on how many places they start digging up though to do something and then they find out they're buried.
So yeah, we're going to wander down here to church. It is just down the road.
I mean, one place I'd love to go would be to Castle Market, because they've actually unearthed a castle. So, yeah. Just saying Castle Market's one place I'd like to go, because they've unearthed that castle, haven't they?
Yep. But is it Sheffield Town Centre?
It is. Might go and have a look in daytime though, because
I don't think you can get.
Place.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think you can actually get into it.
No, I don't think you can get into it, but we can see it, can't we?
Yeah. Good morning, Steve, in New Zealand.
We can see
Good
Steve
morning.
Church from here. In this
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
Just you probably won't be able to see it on
That
my
just
feed.
scooted off right quick. I've just nearly run out. I've just stopped my scooter, and
Wow.
Wendy were walking behind me and nearly landed on top.
Seen a black figure in the hall. You and the daughter saw it last week
Where's that?
in Angie's house.
Really? Is that our Angie?
No.
Oh.
I don't. No, Angie Craddock.
Oh, I'm going to say if it's our Angie, we're coming round.
Lindsay thought it were a different Angie. She was just about to get in
It's
the car
only
and
'cause I
come
can't
round
see
to the
the
house.
screen. You know, I wonder how many people live round here and don't know history.
Yeah.
Bonzam, you're in New Zealand too.
No. What if they actually stopped being a house for fallen ladies at the beginning of the after the
Nearly there now.
kind of the time? It was then like a boarding school.
We're not far.
I think it was 11 to 16-year-olds.
Got to go past the Indian takeaway.
You alright, Ellen?
Yeah, I'm fine, love.
They heard it in the kitchen first,
This side.
Oh, you can
clinking
smell
a
it, can't
cup.
you?
Alright.
What do you keep stopping for?
I don't know. I want that side. That up warm. And have a look for one of them online.
It's not. It's just one of them like Jordan bought them light boxes, and you just put your own message in it.
Right. You can get them from work.
Take them all over, can't you?
Yeah, you put your own message in it.
Cheaper places you can get them.
Oh, that really smells nice.
Smells gorgeous, doesn't it?
My half sister got one for my dad as a
Yeah.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
That smells very nice.
Did you like it?
Is it a restaurant or just
Eat
take?
Just take away.
She put Merry Christmas.
She'll go and get order an Indian, and we'll stand and do spirit box in Indian takeaway.
Yeah.
They'll not be impressed.
Oh, man, we've changed things. Well, tomorrow.
We're nearly there now, guys. In 2 more minutes. It is a bit of a walk. Oh, no, I'll wait till we get a bit closer. It's making me starving, Gemma.
That smell is.
I could just eat a curry. And a right nice big garlic naan. Good evening, Maldo. So I'm going to turn you around in a minute because we are just about here.
Well, we are, will you?
Yeah, no. So I'll turn you around now, guys.
Graves on the floor.
Yeah.
So, and they are for people to walk over.
So we are here. This is the church. No, you can't get around that side. This is the church. They follow them. Yeah, definitely, Angie. Definitely document everything you see.
Does she live in UK?
Whereabouts are you from, Angie? Yeah, these are all
These are all gravestones, aren't
gravestones on the floor. There's a pub there. Gemma, Boona. Boona's my favourite.
I don't think we're going to be able to do any experiments here.
No, I don't think we'll see much here. It's too close to everything, unless we can get around this side. Which I don't think you can you? I'm just going to have a look.
Oh, you're going to have a look round. What I'm going to do, love, is I'm going to go back and then I'll meet you at the bottom of these steps.
Alright, are you going to... Yeah. I'm going to take you guys around here. This is a beautiful place. Beautiful church. But like I said, there's not much we can do around here really. Yes, you're from the UK.
Then obviously the other history of the church is obviously in the 18 redone in the church and put the extra in.
Yeah.
The reason for that being done was the actual found fractures in the bell tower,
Yeah.
which is in the big steeple at the other side.
Wow.
To take it down and
Yeah.
rebuild it. And while they were sorting it all out, they weren't even allowed to ring the bells because as they was ringing the bells, the cracks were opening up even further
Right.
in the tower and making it unsafe. And it nearly literally fell down.
That's it. That's where we can get to.
I mean, it's such an odd shape and all, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. It's a very strange shape.
I don't know, like that Princeton front
Oh, bless you, Tanya.
with that
I
square
hope she's
steeple at the other side.
she's feeling better. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful church. This, somebody asked what city it was. We're in Horbury in Wakefield.
Yeah, we're at Horbury in Wakefield.
Oh yeah,
Look, all that steps now.
call it.
We could have a walk down into the town to have a look
What to
at
call it?
Boggart's Horn.
It snowed.
I'm trying to turn around, but it's my fingers
Too cold.
too cold.
Good evening, good evening. Put my hat straight and my snood, my snuddy. So yes,
It's now.
gonna call it, my lovelies. and just want to say thank you so much for joining us on this
Yep.
cold night. I don't think we've got fingers and toes left. If we do see anything else while we're walking around village, we will record. I'll record on my phone, and we'll put it on and show you, just in case we do catch a boggart. You never know.
It has been quite a quiet night, I think, tonight.
It has, but I think it's been a very
It has, it's
interesting
been
night.
very interesting night. A lot of history, a lot of beautiful...
Ballroom dancing just here, and ballet dancers, lots of dancing stuff around the church. Yeah, there probably is, because I think most church halls have that kind of thing in now. Loved it. Great investigation once again. Thank you. It is a cold night. We're going to have a coffee.
If let's just send us a message and let us know what's happening with, you know...
Was she in UK?
Yeah, she's in UK.
Well, if you ever want us to pop down and do an investigation with you, or we don't have to go live, we do it off camera.
Yep.
If you're wanting some answers, we don't mind. You just have to get in touch with us, Angie, because obviously we do home investigations as well. So right, guys, thank you for joining us. I'm going to put the ladies on now to come and say good night.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Wenda,
Wenda.
you as well.
Good night. Sorry, I was just reading some information.
No,
from
I know they said ladies, but it's to do with you as well.
Yeah, well, I'm not
No.
a lady, am I?
Do you know? So yes, so thanks for tonight, my lovelies. Thank you for joining.
Take care, guys.
Take care, and we shall see you soon.
Thank
All right, my
you.
loves. Bye.